What's up, everyone? Y'all know what it is. The Allen Powell Show live on a Tuesday night. Got a lot to discuss on this Tuesday night. A lot of NFL news going on. Also, want to talk LeBron making news without even playing. So he says his son is better than some NBA players right now. We would discuss that. Also, he having some weird dreams about MJ. Also, uh, latest on Ja Morant and Lamar Jackson. So, with all that being said, let's get ready to lock and load. Come in with your hot takes, and I want to hear what y'all got to think about all these topics and more. Let's get ready to lock and load, people.
Load, Allen Powell. It's the Allen Powell Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Powell Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Powell Show. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Powell Show. Where we lock and load. Come on.
Thank y'all for tuning in to another edition of the Allen Powell Show. Man, we have a lot to discuss, and I want to hear your thoughts. A lot of NFL movement going on. So let's get right into it. Lamar Jackson has been franchise tagged. It's been a back and forth with the Ravens and him. Reports saying that he wants guaranteed money. He's saying that he didn't ask for guaranteed money, but he wants to be compensated. So now he's been franchise tagged, but it's not the regular franchise tag. It's the non-exclusive. So meaning that teams can offer him a contract, but if he signs the offer sheet, the Ravens can match. Or if they don't match, they get 2 first-round picks for Lamar Jackson. So the saga continues with him, and I just want to know, like, how is this saga going to end? Because now he can still not show up. He can not play at all. Or maybe they just trying to see what he's worth. What team is willing to actually pay him what he's looking for? It's been conflicting reports about what he wants. But we know he wants a lot of money. If Deshaun Watson got over 200-something million guaranteed, and he's looking at all these other contracts that's going on. And thanks for Vic tuning in. Thank you for joining in, my brother. Technology was trying to hate on us, but can you hear me? Well, he's getting
hold on, bro.
Okay, it's all good. It's all good. Take your time, brother. Get it together. We're going to get the technology together. But Lamar Jackson has been franchise tagged by the Baltimore Ravens. It's the non-exclusive tag. It doesn't cost as much as the exclusive tag.
Yeah, I can barely hear you.
You can barely hear me, so maybe it's me. I don't know. Let's see. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me out there? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but it's just low.
It's low?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can get this together. Let me try again. Let's see. All right. What about now?
You're louder than before, but it's not like it usually is.
You say that one more time.
I said it's louder than before, but it's not like it usually is.
Okay. My guy checking in on YouTube says he can hear both of us.
Okay. I can hear you though.
Okay, cool. We're gonna rock and roll, man. So as you've seen the news, I know you've been watching it yourself. Lamar Jackson got franchise tag. You know it's been a back and forth with this guy and his contract situation. It's been conflicting reports about what he wants. And today he got franchise tag, and it's 2 different. You got the exclusive and non-exclusive. He got the non-exclusive, which is less money guaranteed coming from the Ravens, and other teams can negotiate a contract with him. But if he signs, they can match, or if they let him go, they would get 2 first-round draft picks for him. So with that being said, what do you think the Ravens are doing by doing this? What are they trying to? Are they trying to see what he's worth, what team is willing to pay, or what's the Ravens' standpoint, and what are they doing?
Yeah, they don't. To me, it seems like they don't think he's worth the money that they are that he wants. I don't think they want to pay. I don't think they want to pay on a fully guaranteed contract like Deshaun Watson, and that's what he's aiming for. He
Right.
wants all of his money guaranteed, and the owners aren't gonna do that. And quiet as it's kept, the owners are kind of pissed off about Cleveland doing that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying. But Cleveland, like, man, we ain't had a quarterback since Bronny Kosar, so what I'm saying. We gonna do whatever we got to do to get this young man in the fold. So I can't really be mad at that ownership, but what I'm saying. I understand what the league doing because the Browns set a precedent that's going to be hard for the rest of the teams to keep up with.
If you're looking at it from an owner standpoint, if you're the Baltimore Ravens, because to me, if I'm the Baltimore Ravens, this is a smart move. Is it a smart move on their point?
It very is. I mean, you protect yourself. That meaning, like, man, you've already offered him like a $200 million contract with, like, I want to say all 200 of it guaranteed. He won the president of 250. The owner not willing to go that much, so he's gonna protect himself in case he lose this guy. He's like, man, okay, it is possibility I lose him. There may be some team that want to, pay him what he feels he's worth, dollar for dollar. He's like, I'm not in a position to do that and keep the team competitive. So I got to see what I can. Basically, I got to put him out there and see what I can get for him.
Who, in your opinion, who has the leverage? Because I feel like both sides actually have leverage. Both of them actually have leverage in my opinion. Lamar has.
I say Baltimore has more leverage just for one reason. If they lose him any kind of way, they're going to be compensated. Now his leverage is he can go play wherever he wants to now. But the key to that is, what if some team offer him the same thing that Baltimore was offering him in the beginning? They can match that. See, Baltimore, they playing chess. They not only going to get 2 first-round draft picks, they don't have to let them go. They can match whatever money that somebody put out there.
That's true. But he can still hold out. He don't have to play at all. He can, it can really get ugly. And the quarterback is the most important position on the field. No team wants to start all over, especially when you got somebody in house. What are they? What is the Baltimore Ravens' alternative?
Ugh. Ah, man. Sam Darnold. Baker Mayfield. Mitch Trubisky.
And that's why I say Lamar Jackson actually has a lot of leverage. I don't know who has more, in my opinion, because Baltimore is they not into rebuilding. They not into we want to start over. They in win now mode every season.
Yeah, that non-exclusive tag, bro, is very rarely used just for situations like this because majority of the times there aren't many teams that are willing to surrender 2 first-round picks plus have to pay this guy $250 million.
Right. So that's I look forward to see how this play out. Also, if you Lamar Jackson, what do you do? If you Lamar Jackson, how do you play this out?
If I don't get the money I want, I'll sit out.
Right.
Yeah. You can't go out there and play for less than what you feel you're worth and risk further injuries, showing that you've had little knick-knack injuries that have kept you out toward the end of the year. Nothing career-threatening or major like that, but just a few injuries that kept you out toward the end of the year. So now you on this league to where it is. You on really the last year of your rookie deal, basically. Right. You get what I'm saying? And they willing to match. So I'll say just let it play out, man. Don't play for less than what you feel you're worth. That'll be my take.
And that's why I like what he did. Hey, so Cleveland messed up the game by giving Watson that guaranteed contract. It's not his fault that Cleveland did that. He's sticking to his gun. And the NFL stands for not for long. At any moment, it can end. And
it's over.
Right.
Any minute, it can be over. Ask Tariq Cohen.
Yeah, and do you remember? I don't know if you remember when Earl Thomas was playing for Seattle. He was trying to get a new contract, and before he was able to get that contract, he broke his leg.
Yeah,
he broke his leg. He ended up going, I think, playing for Baltimore on a 1-year deal or something. But he was never the same. He
was never the same player anymore after that injury. He was never the same player.
You have to get your money while the high, and then when you a QB, you have the most leverage out of all the positions.
Yeah, and just piggybacking on what you said with Earl Thomas, and like you said, not only did he get injured, he never got a big contract.
Never got the contract. So you got to get it while you can. Roman Brown says, if you lose Lamar Jackson, what top tier QB will want to take his place? And I know you rattled off some QBs, and they aren't
top tier.
They ain't. So Baltimore is not going to get a top tier quarterback. If
They're not. They're
going to get them bums that you were just naming off.
Here's the thing about Baltimore, bro. Yeah, they do have leverage, but you also playing a dangerous game in that locker room, though, too. Because other guys are looking at like, man, I come in, I win a defensive player of the year, I want to be paid as such, and now you don't want to pay me.
Right.
You don't reward your own. You don't reward your own for being good. This guy wasn't too long to league MVP.
Right.
Guy wasn't too long ago to league MVP. Yeah, he's had some injuries the last couple of years. But when you look at that position and the value that he brings, there aren't 6 guys better in the league at him at that position, or have been since he's been in the league.
Right. Right. And so now with him being available to at least negotiate with other teams, Phil Yates put out a Instagram post that said teams that won't pursue Lamar Jackson are the Falcons, Dolphins, Panthers, Commanders, and Raiders. So if there's 5 teams that's not going to pursue him, I'm looking like what's left? Who's actually going to pursue him? If those
literally, bro, I've studied the cap money available for all 32 teams in the NFL. There are 2 teams that can afford to pay him $45 to $50 million a year. One, the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears don't want him. They don't need him. I'm just being honest. They don't want him. They don't need him.
Right.
The other is the Atlanta Falcons. But the Atlanta Falcons are looking into where it is. We want a quarterback, but we also need to keep our draft stock because we're trying to build to get to a certain place too. Now, we bring in Lamar, give him the remainder of this little salary cap that we have, and we got no first-round draft picks in 24, 25.
Yeah.
So he's coming down there to be a one-man show. If he decides to choose, they work out a deal. He goes there, a one-man show, but he never winning nothing down in Atlanta. They never able to compare the better team because they tie so much of their cap space into him. You're gonna have to pay Pitts in a minute. Like they're already paying a few guys solid money.
So if those teams are not pursuing, do you even have a team? Do you even have a team in mind that would actually go after Lamar Jackson? I'm struggling.
I mean, I'm looking at what you would have to give up to get him, and I don't see any team. Bro. I mean, the team, like I said, the team that I really thought would be Atlanta, but their owner is really gun shy about giving up the 2 first-round picks in addition to paying this guy $250 million guaranteed.
Let's move on, man. We'll see how that play out. But it was some more news. Daniel Jones got a new contract from the Giants, 4 years, $160 million, $82 million guaranteed. Saquon gets tagged; he would get $10 million guaranteed. And Swerve Ken comment said that's why the Giants did what they did with their quarterback. They gave him the money. I was shocked that they gave him as much as.
But Swerve Ken, that's my little cousin.
Okay. Thank you for coming in, bro. They gave Daniel Jones 100.
And he a Giants fan too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I told him to tune in tonight.
I appreciate that. So I wonder what he thinks about Saquon getting tagged. Because my question is, did they get it right with how they orchestrated these 2 players?
Okay, I'm gonna say for one reason they got it right for one reason because the 2 years prior to him having this big year, he's been injured. Okay. So you don't want to overpay him after he's only showing you that he only been healthy this last year. But going back to what you said first, I definitely think that they overpaid for Daniel Jones. You say $82 million guaranteed. You forgot to include that if he stopped like 16, 17 games or so, or 16 or so games in a few seasons, he's guaranteed an extra $35 million, guaranteed.
Right.
So that takes us up to like almost $140 million for Daniel Jones, bro.
Crazy. He had a good year though.
He had a solid year. Did he have $140 million contract? Has he had that kind of career yet though?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
And so you know the deal. Checking in on YouTube says Danny Dimes turned into Danny Dollars real quick. He got paid, man. Kudos.
He got paid. Gino got paid.
Yeah, he got paid. But okay, so Saquon gets tagged and he would get $10 million. And I put it out on your post. I said, if I'm Saquon, I'm mad. I just tore my ACL. I just came back runner up for comeback player of the year. And in my opinion, talent for talent, Saquon is the better player. But I
He
know
is, bro. But you know how it is in the NFL. It sucks now. The running back position is so undervalued to where it is, bro. You know, like I'm looking at like the franchise tag for a running back is only $10 million, bro.
that's crazy.
That's
I thought it was
crazy.
more than
The
that.
top running backs in the league make $10 million. I like when they said that the Titans were making Derrick Henry available for trade. I went to check his contract. He got 1 year left on his contract for only $10 million.
That's crazy.
This dude got a 2,000-yard rushing season, like 3 more 1,700-yard rushing season. He got like 60 career touchdowns in like 6 seasons in the NFL. It's like, you name it. This dude been the best running back in the NFL 3-4 years consecutive. And now that he's 28 years old, you don't want to pay him?
What happened? Who messed up the running back position where they ain't getting their money?
I'm trying to think of like who got big money at the run back just then got injured like right afterwards. And
the last one that got big money?
whew,
Down the drain.
who?
Zeke.
Christian McCaffrey?
I don't know what he got. I don't know what he got last. But the first one to come to mind was Ezekiel Elliott, and we see
He fell off.
Yeah,
he fell off big time. Yep. He fell off big time after he got the money.
Okay, but if you Saquon and you get tagged, are you going to be good to the Giants and don't make a fuss, or are you holding out? I'm only coming in when it's time for me to come. I'm not showing up. I got to protect my investment, which is my body. I'm not taking any chances getting injured. How do you play that if you Saquon?
I could see that happening too, Al, because like you said, $10 million, I don't want to risk any more injuries. It's basically a 1 year deal, prove it deal after I already proved myself. Basically, you hit me with another 1 year prove it deal.
Right.
You know. So now here's the thing about it though. If you Saquon, you go out, say you hold out to the end of training camp, you show up with the week of the first game or whatever, you go out there, you ball out. You put them in a position where next year they have to pay you as a top 5 player in the league, but that's not guaranteed. You can tear that ACL the first game. You can tear the ACL in practice. Like, that's the part about the NFL, bro, that really stinks. Like, when a guy plays well and it's time for him to get paid, he can't get paid.
Right. Right. It's
crazy, man.
It's crazy. But I'm just looking like, man, his mindset got to be like, yo, I came back.
His mindset is after this year, regardless of whatever, he gone. That's what it is. He gone because there's no way anyway. I'm with you. I was with you 100%. To me, you franchise Daniel Jones and give him another 1 year prove it deal.
Yes.
As opposed to Saquon, who was an NFL offensive rookie of the year and a running back and a runner up for comeback player of the year this year.
Right. We know Saquon was a dog before the injury. We knew he was a dog before the injury. This is the first time Daniel Jones put up good numbers with a new offensive coordinator, new coach. So
one good year got him paid. 1 good year got him paid.
It wasn't a system thing with Saquon. Saquon was a baller. Only thing.
He was a complete running back when he came in. He could pass protect. He had like 4.3. He had like 4.3 speed. He could catch out of the backfield. He was good in pass protection back there. You know what I'm saying? Blocking Jones. Like he was like the perfect back before the injuries. And he came back and showed that although I'm not what I was before, I'm still pretty damn good.
Right. Balled out. But I'm just shocked that they did it like this.
Yeah, I am too though, bro. But we know how things is in the NFL. You know, man. Certain things I ain't gonna say on here, bro. But you know what I'm talking about, though, bro.
Say it.
That's that white privilege, man. Come on now. You know what it was, bro. He down there in New York too.
There it is.
Come on.
There it is. If that's how you what it is. I mean,
the white guy got paid first. You know that.
Because like I say, I can see it from the Giants' standpoint in a sense that, okay, you did it. You came back off the injury. But I don't believe he should have to prove it again because y'all know who he was before the injury. Daniel Jones I can see if Saquon never had a good year. This is his first good year.
Bro, I saw one game on Thursday Night Football where Daniel Jones broke out in the open, bro. And then nobody's within 50 yards of this dude. And he trips over his own 2 feet at the 10-yard line.
Right. Yeah, I think they got it wrong.
That's just my take. I'm not a Daniel Jones fan. I think he overrated.
I don't know what to call him. To be honest, I think the jury's still out. To be honest,
you know, I mean, even before this last year, he never even had a mediocre year. He's been bad.
He's been bad. He's been bad.
Before last year, he's been bad. They were ready to run him out of town before last season.
Yes. So that was a shocker. But
but I mean, the Giants are looking at the quarterback market and like, man, well, I guess we're gonna have to pay our own bum than pay another bum. You know what I'm saying? That's the only take I can get out of that.
And you know what? Another thing, they probably said it's cheaper to franchise Saquon than to franchise Daniel Jones.
Yeah, that too. Too. Like we said, franchise tag for a quarterback is what, over $40 million?
Yeah.
Oh, franchise for running back is $10 million.
Yeah, because like we saying, Lamar was going to get the 45 for the exclusive.
Yeah.
They didn't want no parts of that.
They didn't want no parts of that.
With Daniel Jones, they said, you know what? We give you your $82 million, and it'd be cap friendly for us a little better than the automatic guarantee. But yeah, man, I'm curious to see Saquon's mindset when training camp starts and how that's gonna play out, because we know how it get ugly, and then the media gonna keep asking, about the contract, and it could be a distraction.
Yeah, but like you said, I'm just thinking in my mind too. Like you said, Zeke and Christian McCaffrey and Derrick Henry are the only running backs who've gotten paid recently in the last 7-8 years who've got paid solid more than they would have made if they got franchise tag. They the only one. I mean, Josh Jacobs been with the Raiders 4 years, man. The Brody put up like almost 5,000 yards rushing, another 2,000 yards receiving, almost 10 touchdowns receiving, like 25, 30 touchdown rushing. And they hit him with the franchise tag to pay this man $10 million, bro.
Yeah. Running back, because the number's so low,
they just feel that. They feel that, bro, like every draft you can get somebody to replace the running back you got if you got a good line. That's just how they look at it. But that's not the case. I would just love to see the league today how it was, bro, when you and I started watching football, and you still had guys like Walter Payton, Tony Dorsett, John Riggins, Marcus Allen, Eric Dickerson.
Yeah.
There's no way these guys would be getting $10 million a year as good as they perform, bro. It'd just be a whole different thing. You know what I'm saying? But they were more durable, though, man. These guys have been breaking down, though, too. More so lately.
But the running backs are very
they are very valuable. I mean, most good teams most winning teams may not have a great back, but they got a real good running back and a real good backup.
Yeah. Thanks to Joy Bay checking in on YouTube. YouTube was checking in.
What's up, Joy?
I want to switch gears a little bit, and I want to get to some basketball. As we keep following this Ja Morant story, more and more details keep coming out about what's going to happen, the rules of the NBA, sources telling us that it was a team meeting, all these things, but we never got a chance to talk about it at all on the show. So what's your just initial reactions about the whole Ja Morant situation?
Bro, man, it's just really sad, man, to see that young man waste his talent like this, man, doing this old, immature stuff, man, just not growing up yet, not just realizing, bro, that there is a billion people that would love to be in your shoes in the trade place, and that have tried to do what you did, and they weren't as successful. Now you made it successful, bro, and you want to be a gangster?
Man,
I don't get it. I don't understand it, bro. Like, just as a guy who was formerly from the streets, I did everything I could to get out of that kind of lifestyle, to make a good, to be a better person, to, be a provider for my family, to be a good positive role model for my girls and my son.
Right.
Bro, this guy's dad is always at the games with him and all the different things like that. Like, nobody talks to this man. I get that Ja's a grown man. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, though. But, bro, right now to this day, I fear my father. He's 80 years old.
Right. And
I do.
And that's what's missing a lot in this generation. I had fear of my father as well. I'm looking at this, though, and he is young. I think he's only 23 years old. But I was looking at the pictures of his family. His father, of course, is young. I seen a picture of his mom. She looks young.
His little brother.
Yeah, all of them.
He come from a good, wholesome family, bro. He was raised up, bro, Catholic school, preppy guy. Like, I did my investigation on this preppy school, bro. I went through his social media and went look back at his throwback pictures and all that, bro. This is not who he is. This guy who's showing guns and the stuff. That ain't how this guy raised. This is something he's doing on his own, bro, once he got a little money.
Right. and there's nobody on the team to even check him.
He ain't trying to hear it.
The veteran you got is Steven Adams, and if you're not a top-notch superstar, he ain't. Who is Steven Adams? He gonna say that, bro. He probably make more money than him. He's the star of the franchise. So who's gonna check? Who's gonna check Ja? Because it's reports now coming out that Steven Adams actually had a team meeting and talked about going out on the road trips, going out partying, whatever. We need to be more disciplined. Steven Adams had this meeting, but apparently it didn't resonate. It didn't matter. It didn't matter at all. But
like, bro, like you're not trying to understand, bro. Why this guy is moving the way he moves is just. I don't think we will be able to, bro, because that's just not who we are.
Right.
You know, I don't get it, bro. Like what is he getting? Like 35 million a year or something like that?
Kicks in next year. This year he's only getting 12, but that new contract kicks in next year.
Okay. It doesn't kick in until the start of the 23 season.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
But I'm like this. He just got accused of doing
beating up a teenager.
Yeah, showing the gun and
putting a gun on a security guard.
Right.
And then I'm talking about, bro, not even 48 hours after all this surface, you got a picture in a nightclub with a banger.
It seemed like, oh, you said I did this with a gun. Let me show you the gun.
Let me show you I'm really a fool. Since you think let me show you I'm really a fool.
So I made a post said that bro must be stupid for real. And I didn't mean it to say like he's really stupid, but the act was stupid. And one of my guys came on there talking about be careful what you say, how you talk about black folks, this and that. Bro, you don't think it was stupid?
I absolutely do. I absolutely do think it was stupid, bro. I absolutely do think when Scottie Pippen had that gun in his car back in 1998 and cost him the MVP, that was stupid. You get what I'm saying? Like, I've seen this stuff done before. He even came out and said himself, like, man, that was just a dumb move. He's like, I just left it on the seat. I didn't have my concealed carry. He's like, man, that was just stupid. Now, the thing that people are trying to come to Ja in defense is that, you know, Memphis is an open carry state. They've always been that way. Right. Majority of the states in the South are, because that's how they make their money, off of selling guns and different things like that.
Right.
So people are trying to justify that. But, bro, when you put that jersey on, when you become a part of that basketball association, your conduct is being judged. What kind of person you are is being judged. And it determines how much money you make and how much longer you are in the league, man.
Right, right. But the thing is now, they saying this happened in Denver. After a loss to the Denver Nuggets, he went out to the club and did this. So now he's being investigated by Colorado. And
so that wasn't in Memphis.
It wasn't in Memphis. No.
Oh.
So now he got to deal with Colorado.
Dude, so he's traveling with his banger. So he's traveling with his banger with him, or he got it from the security guard to take a picture with it.
He opened up all cans of worms. So now Colorado is investigating. Now the NBA is investigating.
Yeah, the NBA has him out indefinitely, right?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Because it's a rule. It's a rule. I just looked up. Like when you on a team, you cannot carry a gun, this, that, and the other. And if you do, you get disciplined. It's a rule. I just looked it up.
Okay.
Like, oh, you was in Denver. Steven Adams had a team meeting. Like, yo, we need to be more disciplined. All this going out ain't cool.
You basically your veteran teammate, because he's not a superstar now, but he's still a veteran in the NBA. You just said to hell with what he talking about. You ain't trying to hear that. I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah. After a loss at that.
Shows what kind of team. And see, bro, that shows what kind of teammate he is too.
Man, listen.
It's so crazy, but this favorite guys in the league under 25 years old. Like, and it's no troll. We had a poll just talking about who are some of your favorite players under 25, and he was my favorite at one time. Now, bro, I still like him as a player, but I'm just wondering, like, how much longer am I gonna be able to watch him? Is he gonna get his act together? Like, bro, I can't condemn nobody because I haven't been perfect my whole life. You understand? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But when I had got to a certain point, bro, to where it is, I decided to go into the career world and go into the corporate world and different things like that. I knew a certain level of professionalism I had to bring with it, and leave the immaturity alone if I really was gonna grow to be the man that I want to be.
Right.
And somehow, bro, the man that he wants to grow to be, is a gangster. Maybe he either fantasized and been around somebody, and this was what he wanted to do when he was younger, and his dad wouldn't let him, and now he grown, he want to do it. He living out some childhood fantasies. Bro, like, trying to find some understanding into this guy breaking rules and knowing what he doing, like, bro, because I'm pretty sure they lay down these contracts and all this stuff. Like you was able to find that and read it. I'm pretty sure everybody in the league knows this.
And Joy Bay.
He said, I believe didn't read the play. Yeah.
Joy Bay.
So yeah, bro, I know. I don't know, bro, man. Like, I just say I can't understand, bro. I can't make any understanding of this. Like, what is causing you to want to prove that you're that this is who you are? Like, why do you want to be this guy?
Listen, my thing was, if I just got accused of something with a gun, I'm not about to go out and flash a gun. Like, I'm not doing that. I don't know if he know the climate of what we in right now and guns.
Well, bro, he just young and don't give a care, bro. It's like
possible.
Something needs to humble him. Maybe the league taking the rest of his money this year.
Listen,
sit him down for the whole year, so the rest of this year, make him reevaluate himself. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro, but you see, bro, got to be better, man. He got to do better.
You see what they did to Kyrie over a Instagram post?
Almost tried to cancel culture on him.
Yeah, they tried to cancel him.
Yes.
Post. You flashing a gun. So I don't get it. But then here we go. He made a statement. So after everything happens, here come the statement. And I'm not the type to try to judge a statement, but I just hope that it's legit. He says, I take full responsibility for my actions last night. I'm sorry to my family, teammates, coaches, fans, partners, the city of Memphis, and the entire Grizzly organization for letting you down. I'm going to take some time away to get help and work on learning better methods of dealing with stress and my overall well-being. I want to focus on the last part of that statement. I'm going to take some time away to get help and work on learning better methods of dealing with stress and my overall well-being. So now, can going out partying, drinking, be a way of dealing with stress? Yes. My overall well-being, all of that sounds like it can go to, it's traveling towards mental health. And I hope he's not trying to use that card. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when people just try to throw that mental health thing out. All of a sudden, now you stressed out. I didn't like you was stressed out on the video to me.
Yeah, but your mental health was fine growing up when you used to be in the gym 6-7 hours a day honing your craft. You had no mental problems then.
Right.
You know, you had no mental problems your rookie year. You had no mental problems your second year. We're in your third year now. You having mental problems.
Right.
I don't get it.
And I feel like sometimes people can use that as.
And I feel like this statement, just between you and I think that statement is from his publicist. That's just me. That's just me and you, bro. I think that statement is from his publicist.
It's possible.
Damage control.
We all know that they got PR and people to write statements and all that type of stuff. So it's definitely possible. I just hope it's not being used, because it's a trend of using mental health.
A cop out. Yeah. Basically, he using mental health as a cop out instead of just accepting responsibility that he did some bonehead stuff. Yeah. He wants to blame it off on mental health. Bro, I ain't buying that.
And I'm thinking like, if you just say, I'm out, I just made a dumb decision. I'm young. I made some mistakes. I think people like,
okay, bro, go get you some help and get yourself back in the league, bro, and don't make the same mistakes no more.
Right. Because listen, I ain't gonna lie. I even thought Ben Simmons was using the mental health, as a scapegoat before he went to Brooklyn. I was like, he just don't want to play for Philly, yada yada yada. But now, looking at him now, like, he probably really has some real stuff going. He can't get back to.
He needs some. Yeah. Ben Simmons definitely needs some counseling, bro, and some therapy. Definitely.
But do you think Ja actually got some real stuff going on, or is he just bro?
It's really hard for me to say what he has going on in his personal life because I don't know. But as an outsider looking in, bro, it's like he's living the American dream.
Yeah. You
young, bro, young, single, no children. Making millions of dollars, not a million, millions of dollars.
Millions, yeah.
Endorsements, your contracts, shoe deals, like, bro, like you in a position to set up your family for generational wealth going forward, where your grandkids and things and future down the line, 50, 60, 70 years from now, can be in a position to where it is their life wouldn't be a struggle like yours was. Like your father talk about his was, how hard he had to work to get you where you were.
Right. Oh man, it just seemed like, man, stuff.
Man, I'm just praying for the young brother Al, because I just hate to see him waste out of the league. And then on that, once he wastes out of the league, you know what he's gonna do. He's gonna go to this kind of ignorant stuff full time. Then the next thing you know, we'll be hearing about Ja Morant in jail on some Aaron Hernandez, madness. Some Ray Caruth, you know what I'm saying?
You don't want to be the next Antonio Brown.
You don't want to be blackballed from the NBA. Exactly.
Yeah. Let's move on, man, to some more light news. LeBron James is making more news, and he's not even playing. He's out there tweeting. I guess he might be bored, and he got to keep his name in the news. He says his son Bronny right now is better than some NBA players. Right now, he says that. One, do you believe that? And then two, what about all the LeBron fans that say, oh, LeBron play against all this great competition? If it's so great, why is he saying that his son, as a teenager, a young teenager, in high school still, better than some of the NBA players now? Which one is it? Is he playing tough competition, or is he playing bums that his son is better than right now?
Hey, bro, he playing bums that his son better than him, because I think, honestly, his son is better than this dude, Tony Bradley, that the Bulls just cut a couple days ago. The dude been in the NBA like 4-5 years, man. So, man, but that's all cap with Bron. Like, man, Bronny's a good young player, but I don't think he's better than anybody in the NBA right now, though, man. I don't think so. Right now, I think Bron was just being funny, bro. I think that Bron being funny. But his fans, though,
yeah,
back to what you said, they need to take this into consideration, though, too, when they talking that ghost stuff, because, like you just said, you can't turn around and say Bronny is better than Steph Curry, and Steph Curry keep beating you, though.
Can't do it.
So how good are you? Are you a bum, too? Is he better than you?
You understand
what I'm saying?
They say Jordan was playing against plumbers and non-athletic players and this and that. But apparently LeBron must be playing against some bums too, according to LeBron.
Right. Because if your 17-year-old son is better than a lot of cats that you watching on NBA League Pass, then, bro, that says something about you too. It says something about your era in the NBA. It says that, bro, you played against some guys that you think is better than your son, and you still can't make the playoffs against these guys.
So I had this conversation with Jay. And he said he tried to bring some context to what LeBron meant.
I mean, that part, like I told you, I think that was like, bro, him capping. But at the same token, though, like, playing devil's advocate, I agree with. I can see why you saying what you say too.
Yeah, but if we taking it like he's being serious, Jay saying the players are more athletic right now, but they less skilled and they have less fundamentals. Right. So I'm like, okay. I mean, I guess I can roll with that. But I just, with all them LeBron lovers, man, they be going crazy, man.
I would definitely say, bro, like, think about the 80s and the early 90s. You had your few freak athletes. You had Michael Jordan. You had Scottie Pippen. You had Sean Kemp. You had Ron Harper pre-knee injuries. You had Dominique Wilkins. Nowadays, though, bro, you got I ain't trying to be funny. You got this dude, Derrick Jones Jr., play for the Bulls. He can dunk from the free throw line. Right. Zach LaVine can windmill from the free throw line. Aaron Gordon can go underneath his legs over his head while floating under the basket to the other side of the rim. So kudos. These guys are more athletic.
Right.
But at the same token, which one of these guys in the NBA has the fundamentals of a Tim Duncan?
Exactly.
Hakeem Olajuwon or Akeem, whichever one you know him by. I know him about both. Akeem or Hakeem. Who has the fundamentals of these guys? Who has the fundamentals of a Kevin McHale playing in today's game?
What about the mental toughness? These guys ain't mentally tough like that.
No, bro. What's name even said it today? On a little quote I'm just gonna bring to you. I'm glad you brought that up. He said, man, I be wanting to play all 82 games, but my body tells me different. Bro, that's mental.
Yeah.
That's mental. Yeah. Donovan Mitchell, Spider.
Yeah.
That we said. That's mental, but that's a cop out. That's an excuse to miss games. That's why I love what Anthony Edwards said. He's like, man, a guy didn't work his whole stayed up $2,000 to take his family to a game to see LeBron come to Chicago, and this man gonna say, "Oh, I'm low management tonight."
Yeah.
Is that fair to the fans?
Yeah. Hey man. And so everybody talk about how the next collective bargaining agreement gonna be different because these owners like, yo, we ain't rocking with this.
Yup, no pay, no play, no pay. And I'm with it, bro. Michael Jordan came back from retirement as a 35, 36, and 37-year-old Chicago Bull and started 82, 81, 82 games.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. I got another question for you because one of my barber brought this up too. When I sent him the story about what LeBron said, he said, "Oh, this is the LeVar Ball effect." He trying to make sure Bronny gets drafted. And if we all remember, Lonzo went number 2 overall, and we know how LeVar Ball talk. You know, he said all 3 of his sons.
Man, he's a trash talker. He's definitely a trash talker, bro.
And LaMelo, I forget what number pick he was, but Lonzo was number 2 overall.
Yeah, but Melo was he the Roy? Was he on the first rookie team?
Yeah,
first rookie? LaMelo?
Yeah, I was just trying to say what overall pick was he? I forget.
Like 5 or 4 to Charlotte. He was like 4 or 5 to Charlotte. Yeah.
So those 2 got drafted. LiAngelo didn't get drafted, but he I feel like he talked them up so much. And I looked up the 2017 draft class that Lonzo was in, and Jason Tatum was in that draft. De'Aaron Fox was in that draft. It was a terrible draft, but those 2 players, I said, I remember them in college. They should have went ahead of Lonzo. But I know Lonzo was the guy in high school, but in college, he was just okay to me.
Yeah, he wasn't that great at UCLA, bro. He had the ugliest jump shot I ever seen outside of Kevin Martin, before he worked out his shooting stroke.
Right.
And he wasn't as physically fit as he is now.
Right.
At that, like you said, at that time, bro, Lonzo shouldn't have been a number 2 pick in the draft.
Right. But and so like LeVar, it seemed like it might have been some of LeVar's talk that got him drafted that high. You know what I mean? And so now it's like, yo, is LeBron just doing the same thing by these comments? By just keep bigging him up? Like, yo, he that guy. Y'all need to make sure y'all draft him high. You think that could be possible?
That could be possible, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, Cap, you know what I'm saying? Just getting this name out there, man. Like, we're in the era of advertising.
Yeah.
Heavy. Yeah. Every opportunity you can get to use free advertisement on these different media platforms, your Twitter, your Snapchat, your Facebook, your Instagram. Guys take a chance to go ahead and use that as a marketing tool.
Right.
So he basically just marketing his brand because his son is part of his brand.
Facts.
So that's basically what he's doing, just marketing his son, bro. That's all. But he didn't have to do that, man. The man's name is LeBron James Jr. He's gonna get a shot at the NBA regardless. He just is.
And he already said he want to play with his son. So if they want,
how's that gonna happen? LeBron, you ain't gonna be around that long, bro.
He thinks he's gonna be a free agent around that time, around his son get drafted, and whoever wants LeBron on that team, they're gonna have to draft his son.
So his son will be eligible to enter the NBA draft the summer of 2024. LeBron will be a free agent that year.
Yeah,
okay. So he got one more year left on his Laker deal. So that's what. Oh, so he set that up kind of good. Okay.
Trying to set it up exactly for that. So some more LeBron James news. He said he had a dream. He keeps having his dream. He keeps having his dream of him going to Duke. He went to college, played for Coach K, and Jordan was at UNC. And he said, oh, it was a classic game between UNC and Duke. And it was 94-94, 5 seconds left, and UNC has the ball. And then all of a sudden, he got to pee and he wakes up. And he said it keeps happening. He said it keeps happening. He got to pee right at the end, and he never sees the ending. What in the world is this story he's talking about? And I'm like, I got my theories about a lot of this. The reason why you keep waking up around that time, because you know Jordan about to kill you with 5 seconds left. Okay? He don't want to see the ending.
Hey, bro, like I tell all his fans, bro, when LeBron came to the Cleveland Cavaliers, what number did he choose?
23.
Why? He explained all this back then. Why? Because Michael Jordan was the greatest basketball player that he had ever started his life, his idol.
Yeah.
He wanted to be just like him. Everything.
The
So he
powder
wanted to be just like him. Everything on and off the court. So he was like the grand ambassador of basketball. Like the man threw out so many flowery words about Jordan when he first came to the league. Then somebody got in his head and he started breaking the little records and you got to be good. Now all of a sudden he really started battling to hype and think that he's a better ball player than Michael Jordan. His career has been more successful. And I just strongly disagree.
Hey, he said he keeps waking up at the end.
You know why he waking up? You already said. I ain't got to say it twice, bro. He know the outcome, bro.
He think his dream gonna turn into a nightmare. That's why he keeps waking up. He's scared to see that end.
He just gonna. That'll just be another L in his book. That'll just be another L in his book. And trust me, he done took enough. Like we were talking about LeBron today, though, bro. And I think bro is one of the greatest players that ever played.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan because he played for basically all the teams that I don't like. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I didn't like the Cavs way before he got there.
Yeah.
I respected some players that played for the Lakers, but I had got tired of the NBA setting it up where they were good all the time.
Yeah.
Can't stand the Miami Heat. Never have liked them. Never have liked them. Never.
Yeah. So I wonder if he's ever going to give an update that he finished the dream and how
man, he ain't gonna tell the truth, but he'll probably like, yeah, man. They would ready to inbound the ball, and we were able to double Jordan and force an 8-second. Then I got the ball. You know what I'm saying? They double teamed me, and I guess who would have did? He gonna say something like that. Then I kicked it out to Kyrie or whoever was there, or another Duke player or whatever who was there, and he hit the game with it. But it's so crazy that he picked Duke UNC when you said all the time you had the choice to go to college that you were going to Ohio State.
But you know what? I guess he had an interview with Coach K during the All-Star weekend, and he said he was interested in Duke. And he asked Coach K why you didn't recruit me. And Coach K says, man, because I knew you wouldn't come to college. I knew you was going straight to the league. So I guess he had some type of interest in Duke, and that's why.
Man, yeah. A lot of guys wanted to play for Duke. Duke was the it school.
Yeah.
You know, Coach K turned out top 5 picks every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mal Sauce checking in said, just answer this. Have you ever stood in line for LeBron shoes? Case closed. Keep waking up out that nightmare. That's what's up, brother. That's what's up. Ain't nobody standing
No, I haven't. To answer your question, no, I haven't. I don't think I ever will either. I mean, you can go get his shoes offline anytime. Shoot, I think I stood in line for Bo Jackson shoes before, but never LeBron's.
Never. I've never even heard nobody standing in line for LeBron shoes for sure.
Never either. No.
Listen, I want to get to my scripture today. It's Ecclesiastes 4:9. I might have had this before, but it just came to me again. It just talks about, and I know you a married guy, yourself, and so it goes to marriage, man. And I just like the scripture, man. It talks about 2 is better than 1. He says, better to have a partner than go it alone. Share the work, share the wealth, and if one falls down, the other helps. But if there's no one to help, tough. And I just like it because I know, like, if I'm struggling with anything, a lot of times if I am struggling with anything, my wife I can lean on her for some strength, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And we had that bond like that. If she might be down, I can lift her up, and if I'm down, she can lift me up. And so I encourage all the married couples to lean on your spouse, and also for single people looking to be married. This is one of the benefits of getting married, having someone to lean on that you can share with any of your deepest thoughts and all of that type of stuff. You can lean on them, and they'll be able to help you. And then you can and it says share the wealth. When you get the wealth, you can share it with somebody. It's just good to have a partner. So that's the scripture of the day, man. And I know you probably can comment on that, being a married man, man. What are your thoughts about just being married? If you can share.
Bro, I'm feeling that. I'm loving that, bro, because honestly, bro, my wife gets a lot of credit for the man that I am, for helping me become a better person, become a better man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely. I definitely feeling that though, bro, because like I said, she is. I just sit back and think of where I was when we started dating again and where I am now, and totally different person. Totally different person.
That's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. That's good to hear, man. And it just for people to know, like, yo, when people think like, the Bible is old or it ain't relevant to today, like, man, it be some nice.
That is life. That is actually life, brother. That book.
Yeah.
is gonna stand the test of times more than anything that we ever gonna see.
Facts, facts, facts. And if you think like anything that you can think about as far as subject matter, it's in the Bible. This is just
Anything you need help mentally. There
Yeah.
are scriptures in the Bible that you can go to and talk about, like anything. Like only
Yeah.
thing the Bible don't do to help you out with your get rich quick scheme, my brother. But other than that, though, you look for anything positive in your life, and
Yeah.
you looking for a word, it's in there.
And it talks about that. Even to get rich quick, it's a scripture that actually says get rich quick scheme. It talks about how when you work with something and you build it up, that's better than trying to get a get rich quick scheme. It talks about that. So it's like, bro, it's so relevant to
Hey,
today.
bro, hard work pays off.
Pays off. Pays off. And I know you a hard worker, man. You get it all. I'll be saying you. I'm following you, brother. I also as I was doing this show, the another scripture that came up talked about the prodigal son. I ain't got to pull it up, but it just reminded me of Ja. And if you for anybody who know about the prodigal son, it was a son who had everything. But when his father he wanted his inheritance early. His father, when he died, was going to give his sons an inheritance, but he said, "No, I want my stuff now." And so his father gave him his inheritance, and he went off and just lived a wild life. And then stuff got ugly. Stuff got ugly for him. He was eating stuff he wasn't supposed to be eating, living all crazy. And then he came to himself. The scripture says he came to himself like, what am I doing out here? I'm a king's son. And he came to himself and went back to the crib. And his father said, yo, hook him up with the finest roll. We about to have a party. My son is back. And so I'm just thinking about Ja like, yo, you are a special talent. You know what I'm saying? Don't know who you are. Get back to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And do your thing. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope that he can do that, because it just reminded me of Ja with that scripture. And I don't have the scripture right in front of me, but if you just Google prodigal son in the Bible, that scripture will pop up and you can read. And it talks about that's actually God's love for us. Even when we wilding out, as soon as we ready to come back, he can be like, yo, come on in. Come on in.
Always. So, his hands are never like this.
Yes.
They're always like this.
Yes. So I hope Ja can get it together, man. And for anybody who think we being harsh and nothing like that, we just not, bro. He's a great one. He's a great one. We want to see him do the best. That's it.
Yeah, I want to see him. I just want to see him, bro, have a long, productive NBA career, man, and stay out of jail.
Yes. Yes.
I'm wrong. I mean,
we seen too many.
I don't think anything's wrong with that. Yeah.
Many of our great people great talents go down the drain for what we would call, stupid stuff. If I can just be real, what we call it, now it might not be stupid to them. Maybe got a hold on them. It's a strong hold on them. I don't know. But, we just hope for the best for them. That's it. That's all, man. So with all that being said, listen, if you all want to support the show, y'all can send stars now. Y'all can send stars to support the show. Make sure y'all tell y'all friends, subscribe to the YouTube, get these numbers up. Follow us on Facebook, IG, TikTok. We always got merch on deck. If you want to support the show by rocking some merch, you can message me. We ship long distance, all that good stuff. Hoodies, shirts, jerseys, all that good stuff, man. And that's how you can support the show. Other than that,
oh yeah, man, that's I should wear my shirt for him. I could have modeled my shirt for him tonight. I have to wear it next time.
It's all you always be rocking it for me, man. So I definitely appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir.
I see the people checking in now. Just in case y'all checking in a little late, we talked about the NFL moves, Ja Morant news, LeBron news, a lot going on, and we had a great scripture for the night. So y'all tune into the replay, share with y'all people, man. We about to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll check y'all next week.
Peace.
Hello, Allen Pants. It's the Allen Pants Show.